Okay, good morning everybody, and welcome back to Applegate Farm. It is me, ClayDoh, and okay, so in full transparency here, I'm re-recording this episode, so it's gonna sound a little bit weird, but that's beside the point. For now, I want to get into the to-do list before whenever I close the menu. So the first thing I want to do is catch 30 fish. So obviously we want to go to Ginger Island and catch a bunch of fish because someone had told me that I can collect midnight carp on Ginger Island. So today I want to put that to the test. So the next thing on the to-do list is obviously catch at least 2 midnight carp. So that's the second thing. And finally, the last thing I want to do today on Ginger Island before the day ends is use the pan 5 times. So this little guy right here. I don't think many people use this pan, so we're kind of want to get some use out of it. So that's it for the to-do list, so we can move it out of the way and bring in the daily question. So speaking of this little pan right here, my question is simple. How often do you even use this pan? Like, let's be real here. Not many people make much use out of the pan, so we want to get as much use out of the pan as possible today. So just show it a little bit of love. But let me know in the comment section below if you've even used the pan. But with that all being said and done and out of the way, let's get into today's video. Whenever I close the menu, that is. Okay, there we go. So obviously the first thing we got to do today is talk to the wife. So hello, Leah. It's fun to be a parent. I want to make sure Calvin grows up to have a love for the outdoors. I'm sure with a mom like you, Leah, he absolutely will. How's it going, Calvin? He's sleeping. He is a good child. He sleeps a lot, but that's good for him. All right, so let's check our weather. Sunny and sunny once again, as it usually is. And we have neutral luck today, so that's perfect. Could be better, but it could also be worse. So we'll take it in stride. Let's see here. So first thing we got to do here is go back this way towards the computer because we got to check the greenhouse just to make sure all the crops are done. And we do actually have 29 crops done. So, I mean, of course, the first thing we got to do instead of going to the greenhouse is say hi to Rascal. How's it going, buddy? Give you some water. All right, now then, before we go into the greenhouse, let's check the fruit cave. Nothing much here, so that's fine. Let's get back to the greenhouse at hand here. Oh, gosh. All right, let's check all this, put that over there, and let's put the crimson fish roe away. Sorry, I just got a message on Discord. The ClayDoh Chwink cut is gonna become lost media. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this play in the background, but I gotta describe the story here really quick. So, obviously, earlier I made a post to my YouTube post page, or whatever it's called, saying that the audio in both this video and my Fields of Mystery video are both completely warped audio. So I still have no idea what happened to make it do that, but oh my gosh, it sounds horrible. It sounds like I'm like some femboy twink or something. It's so bad. Like, I don't know how it turned my regular talking voice like this into like some seductive sounding character, and it genuinely grossed me out. I'm like, ugh, never do that to my voice again. Oh gosh, it was horrible. And I'm like, I had to just sit back for like at least 5 minutes or so and just think to myself, what am I going to do? Because I don't think, especially in the Fields of Mystery videos case, I don't think I can go back a day and just do the day over again. I don't know how to do that. I'm pretty sure I can do it on Stardew Valley, but at this point, the day was done. Everything I wanted to do in today's episode, I had done, and I'm like, I made decent progress regardless, so I don't want to just like go back and do it again. So I left it as is, but then I'm like, you know what I could do? I could just voice over while just watching the video. So that's literally what I'm doing here. I'm just watching the video play out as it's going. So hopefully this stays in sync with it, but here's what I'll do to make sure it stays in sync. I dismount my horse now. Okay, perfect. And it's now 8:50. It's now 9 a.m. We enter Robin's place. Okay, perfect. So now it's all in sync. It should be in sync, but listen. So it was super bad, but anyway, so I went to Robin's place here, just wanted to see if I could build a silo. I thought it was only gold. I guess it's not. I could have sworn there was something that was, but I also checked the community upgrades. So what's that? You want to build Pam a house? That's a great idea. I'll just need 950 wood and 500,000 G. No. So I have the wood growing. It's in the train station up there, but it's 500,000 wood is a lot. 500,000 gold is a lot. So not going to do that just yet. That's a big commitment. I'm sure Pam and Penny will enjoy the house, but my wallet won't enjoy it right now. So we're just going to ignore it and leave it be. But We have a post here. Some largemouth bass makes a wonderful tonic for swollen tongues. Weird phrasing of that, Dr. Harvey, but that's okay. Marnie's final day of the starfruit is today, so we might as well check that while we're at Ginger Island, but let's go over there and fish, I guess. But yeah, weird stuff. I guess I'll have to just take a look at my setup for the mic or whatever and just make sure it's not doing the same thing here on Audacity. It doesn't look like it is, because in the video that I was recording or doing, everything like looked the same levels of wavelength and everything. So it should be fine, right? Hold on, now I'm concerned. Let me pause this video here. Yeah, we're good. No, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Just had to check it. All right, so unfortunately the starfruits are not done yet, so that's a bummer, but it's totally fine. Okay, so here's a question that I actually asked in the original recording before everything got all hippie-doo-dah and weird and stuff. So, to those people who watch my channel's videos and have a Nintendo Switch 2, I want to ask this question because it's a very important question, but I think it deserves to be asked. So, there's been some videos circling around online on YouTube, on sources like that, of people buying a battery replacement for their Switch 2 and putting it in there, or probably having someone else do it for them, because I don't even know how you do that safely. And it improves your battery life because it's a bigger battery that you can just fit in the Switch 2. And some people have reported getting, I think, upwards of like 3 to 4 extra hours of gameplay on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom for the Switch 2 version. So my question to my audience is quite simple. If you've done this before, how did you go about doing it? Because, like, I kind of want to do it, but the problem is I don't, like, want to do it myself where I, like, potentially break my Switch. Because, again, it's not a cheap Switch. It's not a cheap console by any means, so I would like to know how to do it or just have someone do it for me. But, yeah, that's a conundrum that I'm in. Anyway, I'm getting tired of speaking for a little bit. So we'll just let the video play out for just a moment here while I catch my breath. Whew. Yeah, I have to do a lot of talking today. I have to do this for the Fields of Mystery video too. Goodness. But yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of, so I kind of just glazed over this while I was talking about the Switch stuff, but there's also a lot of clay on this island as well, or at least in this little section here. So it's nice to have that little outlet there, because I don't normally go clay hunting in the game, so being able to find that is very, very beneficial. And we do have some more hardwood trees, so I'm trying to like mimic the original recording to the best of my abilities at times here. But if I remember correctly, I said something on the lines of like collecting all the hardwood trees because of the fact that like having a stockpile of hardwood should be pretty good. I feel so bad, honestly. Like, this whole video is just kind of like, I almost trashed the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like this close. I'm motioning like a pinching gesture with my hands. I'm this close. I was this close to just scrapping the whole video. But I'm like, no, I want to see through it to the end. But I'm absolutely not sharing that first cut of the video because nobody needs to hear that. It was horrible. It was awful. Nobody's gonna hear that. That's gonna be lost media. But, man, it was just so disappointing. I'm like, I heard that for the Stardew video, and I'm like, oh no. Oh, what about the mystery video that I literally just recorded? And yeah, it was the same case. So, oh, you hate to see it. It just doubles the amount of time that I have to spend making the videos and then editing them. And now in the Audacity thing, it's basically like, well, now this is desynced again because I paused the video in the recording just to make sure I don't sound weird in this recording. Which I don't, so that's good. I mean, I would have lost like 7 minutes of talking, which would be really annoying, especially considering I've already talked for probably 2 hours today now, just sitting here at my desk recording these videos. It takes a lot of time just to like talk like this constantly, and sometimes it's just a mess of words. Everybody's just like, get on with it, get to the point. I'm just kind of speaking just like because I can at this point. I don't know what's with my mouse gesturing here. I don't remember what I said. No, I actually do. I just remembered. It was me saying like, oh, I'm getting a lot of trash from this side over here. I wonder if that little stretch of water right there going to the bridge has more fish. Check this out, guys. I'm going to fish over here, and then it's going to be a fish right away, right? Nudges with my elbow. Right. Foot stomp. Wink, nudge. Except it wasn't, was it? The first thing I catch was a Joja Cola. That's right. It's not a fish, so I abandoned that idea, and that sapling is to pay. Oh, I've spoken a lot today. But yeah, our main goal, obviously, is to catch the 30 fish, which, you know, hey, speaking of, there's a fish. But the main goal, aside from, like, getting the 30 fish in a day, was those 2 midnight carp. And I believe, if I remember correctly, me and editing can also show this up on the graphic as well. I don't think midnight carps show up until after, I want to say 9 p.m. in the evening. So we still have multiple hours to do kind of whatever until that time hits for the fishing. But I also wanted to catch those 30 fish in a day, so that's one thing I got to do. And, I mean, you know, I guess you can already tell the way I'm saying it. It didn't really go as planned. I mean, you can already kind of tell given how much trash I've collected instead of fish. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest day of fishing. You'd think with my luck being at least neutral, I'd get more fish than trash. But here's an idea. Linus has the one special request board where it's like, hey, I need you to collect a whole bunch of trash to help clear the ocean. Did he ever mention doing it on Ginger Island? Because, like, I never thought about this, but obviously that little section over there is full of just junk and garbage and all that crap. Can you just use that mission from Linus and just go over here and just, you know, knock it out in like a day or so, just given how much garbage you can get from it? Look at the little bird friend over there. What's up, bud? I love that guy. He's such a vibe, all waving and happy and stuff. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that was gross. Let's see. What was I doing back over here? I think I was thinking like, well, obviously I need to clear my inventory because it's getting full to the point where I'm like, well, I need to get rid of all this stuff. Otherwise, I'm just going to be in the fishing menu after every catch saying like, hey, what do you want to get rid of? And that's annoying. Nobody likes doing that. It's a pain in the butt. So, yeah. We got rid of some of our stuff there to clear up some space. I kept hovering over the fossilized skeleton because I didn't know if I could sell it yet or if I had turned it in. I hadn't, spoiler alert. So we're gonna go do that now. I was thinking of going fishing on the far left side of Ginger Island, and holy cow, I just moved my mouse around and tried gesturing it as if you guys could see my mouse movement currently. You can't, because I'm editing this in post. So that was pointless. I feel really dumb now. What is happening? I'm not even playing the game. I'm sitting here with my hands crossed between my legs. What is happening? Anyway, here's Mr. Fedora Man. Turn it into to you. There you go, buddy. There's your fossilized spine. Have all the fun with it. And then I motion towards the snake bones and the frog bones. I still don't know how to get those guys, so if you guys know, leave it in the comments. You know, just to help a brother out. And the tail, well, we'll work on that later, I guess. To think. Generations have come and gone while this little bone lay hidden beneath the soil. Now it's mine, tips Fedora. Thank you, sir. You head on out. You have a nice evening. Oh, and go enjoy your fishing and all that. Yeah, he's already left. I don't know why I'm still talking. It is getting closer and closer to the time that midnight carp can spawn. And I figured going up here fishing, I was literally grabbing towards my mouse. I was going to do it again. Holy cow. But this little section right here where I'm fishing, I figured since it's not rocky and stuff, maybe I'd collect more fish this way. No, I think my odds are still about the same as they were a little bit ago. But it's all just still junk. I think it's just the fact that I had I want to say bad luck, but it was just neutral luck. The fact that I had neutral luck and all this crap was still happening where I was just getting crap from the water. It's just weird. It is very weird. A very odd and weird situation to be in. Oh, well. We gotta take what you get, right? You take it in stride. The game throws a punch at you, you throw a punch back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight fire with fire. Or in this case, fight fish with the fishing rod. And where am I going with this statement? I don't even know. I'm just kind of speaking at this point. But it should be around this time or a little bit later that midnight carp can spawn. Again, we already had editing Clay show up the graphics, so I could probably look stupid right now or very wise. right now, so it could very much be either way, but obviously the hunt for the midnight carp is still on because I want to prove whether or not the comment said about catching midnight carp here was true or not. And today, I believe we should find our answer, given how much research I'm already doing today. You know, it's funny, I was also thinking, hey, maybe I could go visit the pirates tonight, but the thing is with the pirates, and I believe I said this in the pirates episode, they only spawn on Ginger Island on non-rainy days, but on even days. So even if I wanted to, it's only summer 17, so they can't. So, there's that. But here's another fish, by the way. Catch that guy. Nice. Another blue discus. Where have you been earlier today when I was catching all this trash, by the way? Like, there's plenty of opportunity. I'm still fishing in the water. You could very easily show up, you know. Like, nobody's stopping you from catching onto my rod instead of trash. And by the way, since I just did that little motion there, I want to point this out. There's probably at least 3 times in this video where I just accidentally clicked on my mouse when I was fishing, just like that, except this time I was using the pan, but I don't know why I did it so many times, where it was like, sometimes I didn't even hear like a little sound, I just like flinched and clicked my mouse to get the fishing rod out of the way. It was so dumb. Anyway, donate the tail to the museum because we just got it from Pan Research. Now this is a truly fascinating piece of natural history. Thank you. You're welcome, buddy. And would you look at that? With this donation, we've got another full set piece completed. I've got a little something waiting for you behind the counter when you're ready to get it. Yo, you're weird, dude. I just want the things here. You got a banana sapling and 6 golden walnuts. Now, this is truly exciting because I don't think we have a banana tree just yet, but now we can plant one. And in about 28 days or so, however long it takes to get the banana tree planted, we can complete another little puzzle here on Ginger Island. See, where Leo lives in the little treehouse, just before you go up the staircase, there's a little pillar or platform or something with a little banana picture on it. What you would do is grab one of the bananas from a banana tree, because that's, I believe, the only way you can get bananas in the game, and bring that to the, hey, midnight carp. So what do you know? The rumors were true. You can, in fact, get midnight carp. Hey, by the way, how was that acting right there? I've already seen this happen, so try to keep it lively and as entertaining as I possibly can in this moment. It's so hard. It's like, I can't wrap my brain around this. Like, how did I make such a huge blunder when it comes to editing? Usually I'm more on top of these things. But anyway, to the point that I was saying is, when you're going to Leo's place, just going back to what I was speaking up before I just went on that tangent there, right next to Leo's staircase going into his house, there's a little platform with like a little picture of a banana. And since I believe the only way to get bananas is from those banana trees, you bring one there, you place it there, and you'll get a couple golden walnuts from it. And that's back-to-back fossilized spines right there. How does that happen? I was getting trash all day, then just a bunch of spines. I think I got like 6 spines in one episode, which is crazy. And like no fish. I think I got like a total of 6 or 7 fish. Oh, 6, 7, you know what I'm saying? But like not many fish today's episode, but oh well, what are you gonna do about it, you know? Sometimes it just be like that. There's another blue discus, and we got some blue discus roe along with 10 deluxe bait, which, by the way, fun fact before I don't even do it in this episode, I never put that on my fishing rod. It's just there in my inventory at the end. And look at that CD, by the way. That is in the sand, and it just sunk into the water. How is that possible? That's so weird. Ugh. I'm tired. This is a lot of talking. I feel like the mystery video is going to be very similar to like how I'm speaking and presenting myself today, but you know, it is what it is when I have to basically record both of these episodes twice, basically saying that I'm recording 4 videos at once, except that's not true. I'm just recording the 2. Anyway, it's midnight again, so let's see if we can get at least one final cast into the water. And we're going to end off with trash. Just kidding, because who am I to end with garbage instead of an actual fish, am I right? I've never done anything like that before. So last fish catch of the day before we head to bed, and my phone is not muted. By the way, you know what I want to point out today? This morning in Pokemon TCG Pocket, I got the gold card in like the newest set or whatever, and I was not happy about it. That was like the last gold card I wanted. I wanted like all the cool ones, like, you know, I have the, what ones do I have? I have the gold Palkia card and the gold, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, but it was the Solgaleo card. I have those two, and now I have Mantike, which is like a 30 HP card in gold. I am not flexing that anywhere. That's completely useless to me. Anyway, it's almost 1 a.m. on the farm. So you know what? I figured I could build the teleporter that brings me back to the farm, but I can't yet. So I guess instead we'll just settle for the mailbox or whatever. I guess now it'll be a nice little thing to do to be able to read my mail from Ginger Island. But honestly, who reads their mail from Ginger Island? Usually you do it on the farm, so it's nice to have, but like it's not like it's going to be any useful for me. Anyway, good night from afar, Leah, Rascal, Calvin, and of course, the trout in the wall. Anyway, with that all being said, let's pull up the to-do list. So, catch 30 fish? Absolutely not. We only caught, like I said, 6 or 7 fish today, but we did catch at least 2 midnight carp. We actually caught 4. If you were paying more attention to the video than my ramblings, you would have seen that I caught 4. So that's good. And finally, use the pan 5 times. I'm pretty sure we did. I wasn't paying attention even through the second recording of this video, so it's pretty good. We got 2 out of 3 done today, which is not bad. It's not the greatest thing either, but you know, it is what we can settle with. So with that being said, let's check our profits. Oi. So much talking. Anyway, only 1,000 G, not horrible, not too shabby, but pretty good. You know, we can take that. Anyway, I believe that's everything I wanted to get out of my chest here. So that's it for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff. But as for me, I will be back next time, or tomorrow, I guess, with some more Stardew Valley content. Bye!